Rafa. It's been an evening of inspiration at the Banksia Sustainability Awards. What has really stood out for you this evening?
First of all, thank you so much for having me tonight. Thank you, Banksia Foundation, for organizing this event. It's our pleasure. It's my actually second time when I attend the Banksia Gala. This event is very special, special to Australia, special to Australian businesses, special to European Union, to Poland as well. We are part of this movement. I'm very surprised how important is the sustainability, how important is this big movement of businesses, of people that try to voice the importance of nature, importance of environment, importance of social licenses, and also importance of businesses, small businesses that struggle every day and try to make money, try to be competitive, stay competitive, and at the same time they recognize the importance of what Banksia is doing, what really matters for people, for Australian citizens, but also for Europeans, because we are on the same page on this topic.
Australia and Poland are indeed many, many miles, many seas apart from
Yes.
each other. And yet, what are similarities that you've seen this evening? What are the challenges and the opportunities that both nations face in the world that is somewhat complex at this time?
Yes. So first of all, we've got very similar challenges. So we've got very similar challenges in terms of the environment, in terms of competitiveness, in terms of the geopolitics as well. We are living in a very different times and very unpredictable times. Poland is a like-minded country. Is a country that shares the same commitment to the democratic values, to the human rights, to the environment, to many different values that we share together as a nations. We are the fifth largest economy in European Union, 22nd largest globally. We've got 200,000 people, Australians with the Polish heritage, living in Australia. So there's a lot of things that we've got in common. We share the same history. We share a lot of things that both countries represent. And for Polish people, Australia really is a place of people with a very different style of life, people with a lot of optimism, people that have a little bit different style of life, but at the same time, people that we really like and we want to learn more about. So we are very far away from each other, and the distance, of course, it is a troublemaker for especially for the small and medium businesses. But people to people contacts, we keep it strong, and we work every single day to make Poland be recognized as a reliable, as a like-minded, not only business partners, but actually a country that share the same values.
Wonderful. And in a world where some leaders are going local, and in a world where there is a tendency perhaps to look after one's own backyard, in spite of the distance, how can we go further, faster together? How can we collaborate? How can our nations come together to collaborate?
Yes, we can collaborate on many spheres, and actually on every single spheres, right? So that's what I mentioned. We can do business together. We face the same geopolitical challenges. We need to create this alliance between our nations on military issues. We've got a war back in Ukraine. There is a tragic war that shouldn't actually happen. But Australia, stand hand to hand with Poland, really to support Ukrainian nations and Ukrainian citizens. So there is a lot of things that we can and we are actually doing together. There is a lot of interest from the high level representatives of the US, of the Australian government. We've just had the visits of Penny Wong and other distinguished guests from Australian government to Poland to talk about European Union, to talk about war in Ukraine, to talk about how we can kind of work together. Also, to kind of challenge the Trump administration, right? Because the Trump administration is a difficult element that we need to somehow work together. And Australia actually, as I said, Australia wants to work with European Union, and it's actually a good momentum because it is from one side it's quite unpredictable times, but at the same time it brings us together. It brings, European Union and Australia finally see that, we actually, as I said before, we are like-minded blocks of nations and people, and we need to rely on each other to face those challenges and to work together. So I really do see a lot of opportunities, not only the business one, but also different ones that we can work, and we are working together as a nations.
Wonderful. And just lastly, was there a sustainability initiative this evening that really popped for you? Is there a memorable one?
There's a lot of ones. First of all, what I want to also say that Poland is part of the European Union. As you probably know, European Union is a very strong advocate of sustainability. Right? We've been really working a lot on sustainability to making sure that environment, social governance issues are, like at the front of the agenda, at the front of the policy back in our country as well. You are working on very interesting you're working actually with very interesting companies here. They represent a small and medium businesses, and I've been impressed with every single one. They are just changing the planet. They are really driven by the mission. They're driven by values. Not only simply just to make money, and of course every single business really try to survive and needs to make some money. But you've heard so many beautiful words about the values, about the challenges that we face together, and those small businesses are trying really to change the planet, to make the planet be good for the next generation, for our kids, for the next generation to come. So I was fascinated by every single person I've met tonight, and every single company that recognize all the finalists, those winners, but also those who are in the room. So Banksia is doing amazing thing, but also Banksia represents Australian businesses, and I'm very happy to see so many familiar faces, so many familiar people that share the same values as we do.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here this evening. Thank you for sharing with us the common bonds we have between Australia and Poland, and we look forward to a further exchange, particularly in the SME space. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.